Is my hair okay?
Action.
Hey, I'm Katie Cleary, and you need to stay tuned because I'm number 11 on Deal or No Deal. That's why. Shh, I'm not supposed to say that.
Okay, listen everybody, we gotta be quiet.
What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Katie Cleary, and I'm from Glenview, Illinois. I grew up in suburbs of Chicago, and let's see, it was just me and my mom, and pretty independent person because of her. She's my rock, basically, and that's kind of how I learned to be independent. It's because of her.
Would you say you were shy or outgoing growing up?
I was pretty outgoing. I was a brat growing up. I was definitely a brat, and now I have a good head on my shoulders, but I kind of realized what I put my mom through when I was younger, and that's why she didn't have any more. She just had me, and that's it. She stopped there. She's like, you're enough for like 50.
So, what night or day would you erase from your high school years or college years?
What night or day would I erase from my high school years? Several. Probably the night that I decided to throw, I was a sophomore in high school, and I decided to throw and impress like all the senior guys and stuff and everyone, threw this huge party at my grandma's house. She was out of town on a golfing trip. And I took out a huge bottle of whiskey, and little did I know it was like a 69 sitting there for like years and years and years. Me and my best friend proceeded to take shots of this old bottle of 69 whiskey, and I swear to God, I've never been sicker in my life, and everyone started coming over. There was like 200 kids in the house. They totally trashed the place. I was passed out upstairs. I would definitely take that moment away if I could.
And did your grandmother come home in the middle of it or not?
She found out. It was actually a going away party for a friend of mine, so we had balloons and stuff, and she found out because there was one little balloon deflated underneath like one of the chairs in the living room.
She's smart.
Oh, she's a neat freak, so. Oh wait, and that and the keg in the bushes.
Okay, I was gonna say.
That was the worst. Who would take a keg from a party and throw it randomly in the bushes?
Guys would do that.
I was really upset. Yeah, I like that.
So, can you explain in detail the pros and cons of being a beautiful woman?
The pros and cons of being a beautiful. How about the pros and cons of being a beautiful, smart woman? Because smarts is more important than.
Might be a little more difficult that way.
It might be a little more difficult, but I think it's very rare to find a woman who's smart and beautiful, because a lot of people have the misconception of a beautiful woman can't be smart because they're beautiful, so it's got to be one or the other, but that's not true, you know. And I think many of the girls here are both smart and beautiful, and that's very rare, and have an education, and I have a business and marketing degree, so I think
good for you.
And it speaks for itself.
Okay, so the sleaziest thing someone's ever said to you on a photo shoot?
The sleaziest thing? Oh, man, I've heard it all. We'll pay you extra if you take off everything. All right, you couldn't pay me everything if I'm gonna take off all my clothes. Come on. You couldn't pay me $1 million. No, I'm just kidding. I did do special editions Playboy, but I didn't take off everything. So that's what I heard on the first shoot. But I was the only girl who didn't show the goods. So you can imagine.
The goodies.
Yeah. And I won't be doing that anytime soon.
Okay.
Just FYI.
You're right. Oh, that's great. Name one thing that will instantly turn you on that isn't a sense of humor.
That isn't a sense of humor?
No, not a sense of humor.
Instantly turns. I would say, just someone that comes up to you and they're just like, you know, I've been watching you the whole night. Not like crazy stalker watching you, but you know, a good-looking guy comes up to you and you kind of make eye contact and they actually tell you how they feel and they're like, hey, you know, I'm really interested. You know, I would like to take you out, and just totally be real with you. And then, you know, you go out on a date and not like forced, because anything that's forced is too much.
Do you have a deal breaker when it comes to boys that want to get down with you?
I have a deal breaker when it comes to guys. The deal breaker is, man, if you're kind of showing me that you got this going on, you got the car, you got, you know, I'm not into that whole materialistic stuff. So I like a guy for who he is, down to earth. I want to fall in love. A guy can't buy me, and that's number one on my list. I don't care. You know, I would rather be poor and happy than rich and, you know, sad.
What is the one thing that you would never tell a guy about yourself?
Anything gross.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
I was in Cancun and decided to jump in the water butt naked.
If you could fight one person, living or dead, who would it be?
I would fight Janice Dickinson.